A food processor will save you from having to do tons of tedious and tiring prep work. But there are a lot of food processors on the market. We have therefore spent numerous hours researching hundreds of user reviews to find the best models. Our final rankings based on quality and value for the money. So, if you choose from these models, you can be sure that you buy a great product. Product number 5.
Hi, I'm Renata for Hamilton Beach, and this is the Stack and Snap food processor. Assembling traditional food processors can be time-consuming and frustrating. The pieces have to be lined up just right, and the twisting and locking can be difficult, if not impossible. Sometimes it takes longer to assemble than it does to actually process the food. That's what makes the Stack and Snap food processor so handy. It assembles in seconds without twisting or locking. The bowl and lid are specially designed to stack only one way for foolproof assembly, and the simple clips lock the lid in place for safe operation. A simple function guide shows you which blade to use and which button to press. The big mouth feed tube reduces the need to cut up ingredients beforehand, which saves even more time. With a sealed bowl, powerful 450-watt motor, a dishwasher-safe blade, discs, bowl, and lid, this food processor is smartly designed with convenience in mind. You'll be all set to mix, chop, slice, and shred with ease with the Stack and Snap food processor from Hamilton Beach. Now that's good thinking.
And these are editor rating for this product. Product number 4.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers with Cuisinart. This is our Mini Prep Plus. It's a great item to have in your kitchen. We have them in several new colors. One is magenta, which I don't have here today, and the other two are orange and green. This is a terrific item to have. It's perfect for small food prep tasks, everything from peppercorns and hard cheese to basil and parsley. You can even make small batches of salsa and guacamole, or even things like chicken salad. It's really handy to have. It's something to use every day when you're cooking in the kitchen. So let me show you some of the features. First of all, it's a 24-ounce work bowl, has a nice handle, has two speeds, chop and grind, and it also has an auto-reversing smart blade. And what happens is when you're going to do things like chopping, the blade actually will spin in one direction so that you're using the sharp side on soft food items. And when you're going to be doing grinding, you press the grind button and the blade automatically reverses in the other direction so that you're using the blunt side of the blade for hard food items, like things like peppercorns or nutmeg or even hard cheeses. The other thing that's really nice is that the lid actually has two holes in the top so that when you're going to be doing things like mayonnaise or vinaigrette, you can actually incorporate any kind of liquid like olive oil or vinegar right through the top of the work bowl. And what happens is it drips a little bit at a time, and it makes for a perfect emulsion when you're doing dressings and mayonnaise. So today I'm going to chop up some basil, just so you can see how it works and how efficient it is. So just remove the top, put the basil inside. You can do this with any type of fresh herb if you prefer. And then all you do is you can hit pulse. See how quickly that chops it up? or you can just hold your finger down and it will run continuously. You can also do things like fresh nuts to put inside a salad or even add to a pesto. It couldn't be a handier item to have in your kitchen. It's the Mini Prep Plus by Cuisinart.
And these are editor rating for this product. Product number 3.
Assembling your KitchenAid food processor for all models that include a 2-in-1 food pusher. These instructions apply to the 7-cup food processor, the 7-cup food processor with exact slice system, and the 14-cup food processor with commercial-style dicing kit. Before using your food processor for the first time, wash all parts and accessories by hand or in the top rack of your dishwasher. Place the work bowl on the food processor base and align the raised locking element with the indentation on the base. Turn the work bowl counterclockwise until it locks into place. Pick the accessory you would like to use and install it using the instructions provided in the Use and Care Guide specific to your food processor model. Once your preferred accessory is secured, place the lid onto the work bowl with the 2-in-1 feed tube positioned to the left of the handle. Turn the lid to the right until it locks into place, then fit the food pusher into the feed tube. If your food processor won't start, make sure the work bowl and lid are locked into place, checking that the lid is securely locked into the work bowl and the handle. Your food processor is now ready to create all your favorite dishes.
And these are editor rating for this product. Product number 2.
Introducing the Breville Sous Chef, the all-in-one kitchen workhorse. The 5.5-inch super wide chute is about 3 times larger than standard food processors. The mini bowl sits inside the extra large 16-cup processing bowl. Whenever you use any of the discs, make sure the spindle is in the correct position. The adjustable slicer should always be in the storage position when not using it, and it'll conceal the blade. This is the first adjustable slicer to have the versatility of 24 thickness control settings. The 0 setting slices super fine at 0.33mm slices to a thick 8mm slice on 8. When you're slicing, check to make sure that the blade is at the 12 o'clock position, as you don't want it directly beneath the chute. The small chute is ideal for carrots or leeks when you don't need a pusher. The reversible shredding disc achieves both coarse and fine grating. For coarser shredding, to make things like coleslaw, the larger holes should be facing up. In seconds, you'll have perfectly grated cabbage. For finer shredding, flip the disc and have the smaller holes facing up. The julienne disc is great to cut carrots and zucchini for salads. For shorter matchstick sized vegetables, use the small feed chute and put them straight in. Use the French fry disc and you can fit a whole potato to make 5-inch French fries. Or for a new twist, try sweet potato. Be sure not to apply too much pressure and just let it grab the potato. The emulsifying disc is used to whip and aerate ingredients such as cream, egg whites, milkshakes and mayonnaise. The timer is handy to make recipes for the first time, and you can monitor the time it takes and then program it in for the next time. The micro-serrated S-blade chops raw and cooked food to puree, chop and mince. For many processing tasks, we recommend the pulse button so you can really control the size you want. For raw meat, chicken and fish, cut them into 1-inch cubes and then use the start pause button to mince them. The kneading blade is great for pastry and bread and can easily handle large batches of dough. The mini bowl is ideal for time-consuming prep chores like chopping garlic. To store, there's a retractable cord that neatly sits in the heavy-duty die-cast base, and you can lock the box and store it on its side. The Sous Chef, brought to you by the food thinkers of Breville.
And these are editor rating for this product. Product number 1.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Classic Series 14-cup food processor. It's a very generous size, so you'll have plenty of room to be doing all your family entertaining, but it's still a nice small footprint, so you can use it for every day too. So you'll notice it's got a nice square base, and it has what we call paddles to operate. So here, this one, you press it down, it's on. This one is off, and if you press and hold this one down intermittently, it would be for pulsing. So, has a nice smooth finish. It's stainless steel on the outside. Has a lid that you remove by twisting and just pulling it off. It's really simple and easy to operate. This is your feed tube, and there's also a smaller feed tube inside, which I'm going to show you how to use a little bit later. And you can actually drop things in through the feed tube like garlic, or we're going to do garlic and jalapeno, and you can actually have the machine running, and it's a very efficient way to chop up garlic and some other items. The other thing is that it's great if you want to add liquid very slowly. The small feed tube has a small hole in it, so if you want to make vinaigrette, you can just pour the oil directly into the small feed tube. Or if you're going to make mayonnaise where you want to slowly incorporate any kind of oil, it'll just drip through the feed tube directly into your bowl in a very consistent way so that you get a great finished mayonnaise or a vinaigrette. So let's look at some of the other items that come with your food processor. In the bowl already is your chopping blade. And we call this the S blade because it's shaped like a little bit like an S. And this is used for everything from chopping herbs and onions to pureeing, mixing, and also kneading doughs. And then the next thing is your stem. And the stem is attached to the bottom of your discs by lining up this arrow here with this one here. It's a little hard to see. And you just press this down and turn to lock it into place. And then what you would do is you hold your disc by the edges, and there's also a little icon up here. It's the same shape as the stem on the bottom, and if you line those two up, you can just slip it in really easily. So that's the shredding disc, and it's medium. We always recommend that you lay the disc down and then put on the stem accordingly. And to do any type of slicing and shredding, you would use the medium slicing disc, not shredding, slicing. And you do the same thing. You line the little arrows up. You press and turn to lock it into place. Always hold it by the edges. And once again, if you line the icon, the stem up I'm not doing it very good, but this is the way it goes. You just slide it right into the work bowl. And then what you would do is you put your lid back on and you would slice and shred. So you could either use the pulse function to slice, or what you can do is you can turn it on. But as soon as you remove the feed tube, it'll stop. So that you would then add more ingredients, and we can do batch processing. So you would add, let's say, potatoes, slice, and then continue on. And then we're going to turn it off. So what we're going to do today, that's all of the parts that come with your food processor. And also you get a little spatula we help you with.
And these are editor rating for this product.